Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dr. Vern here, Touchdown Tuesday. Come on in. Touchdown Tuesday, good morning. How are you this morning? How are you this morning? Touchdown Tuesday. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Touchdown Tuesday, come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Touchdown Tuesday, come on in, Dr. Vern. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the 6th of October. And we have fallen right on into this month. And we are moving with the season. Good morning to you. Come on in, come on in. It's great to see you this morning. It's really great to see you this morning. God bless you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I want to talk to you just briefly and to encourage you this morning and to remind you of some things. Amen. Good morning. Good morning. God bless you. Dr. Vern here this morning. Touchdown Tuesday. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be with you on this morning. We have quite a few things that's going on this morning. Good morning, ladies. How are you? How are you, gentlemen? Good morning. Good morning. I see all of you this morning, and I have a frozen screen. Okay. And I just wanted to say good morning to you, and God bless you, and thank you for tuning in. Look like I've been on a motorcycle ride this morning, but at any rate, God bless you. Touchdown Tuesday. You know, October, it's full of things and full of reminders and full of acknowledgments in this month of October. So I don't want to be with you long, but I do want to share with you today that God is with us. God is in us. And if God is in us and God is with us, then he's right here, right now in this place. So we give it all to him. And we're going to touch down and we're going to score. Dr. Vern coming to you on behalf of Living Sacrifice Ministries and the Circuit Touchdown Tuesday. And I don't take for granted when you rise up early and spend some of your portion of your readiness time with me. And so I'm just saying thank you to all of you, my brothers and my sisters who are so faithful to come in. But to hear a word of God, to hear a word of encouragement, to hear a word of encouragement. You know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is in October. And I always stress and emphasize the importance of you going to take care of your needs. You need to go and take care of you. You are so important. You really don't understand how important you are. There is none other like you. There is only one you in this world, this entire world, the whole world. There's only one you. So take care of yourself. Go and have your mammograms done, do your annual screenings or your follow-ups, whatever you need to do. It comes at you without notice. It doesn't knock on the door and say, hey, I'm about to enter, I'm about to cause you havoc in your life. It just somehow shows up. So don't be surprised. Be on your square. Go get your mammograms done. I also ask this time of month, I don't ask in any other month of the year to give anything, to do anything except Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I ask that you would donate to the American Cancer Society. I ask that you would join my team, Vern's Pink for Promise. Go to the American Cancer Society and join Vern's Pink for Promise. I'm sorry, for Purpose. Vern's Pink for Purpose. That's the name of my team, Vern's Pink for Purpose. Go and join my team, Vern's Pink for Purpose. It's easy this year. It's virtual. I'm going to be doing all of the walking. I started the 35 miles. I had a little setback last week because illness just consumed me. And I believe it was a touch of the flu. But at any rate, I'm asking you to support the cause. We are survivors. I am a survivor. There are many other survivors. And I'll tell you what the American Cancer Society does is matchless. What they provide is matchless. So go ahead. You never know when you're going to be on the other end of that coin. I never would have thought. You never would have thought either. For many of you who are survivors, You never would have thought that would have occurred in your life, but it did. So I'm asking you to join my team, Vern's Pink for Purpose, in the American Cancer Society. Some of you have donated already. God bless you. I set a goal of $500. I know we can exceed that goal. That is just a minuscule goal. I know we can exceed that goal. I lead by example. I give all year long. I give to just about every cause it is. And I want you to begin to share in my survivorship. We usually have a celebration at a party this time of year, but because of COVID, it has limited the possibilities. But don't you all worry. It's going to happen. It's going to go down, and we're going to have a great time. I'm going to figure this out. God is sharing some things with me now that we can do this thing, and we can have our little private party, and we can do it virtually. There's so many different things that we're going to do. So just be with your ear to the ground for that. Also, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. If you know anyone that is being abused, anyone that is going through domestic violence, if you are being violated, if you are being abused, there is help for you. And you can go to my page. As a matter of fact, I would love for all of you to join my page. I Hear You. I Hear You. Go to my page. I Hear You, and join, or sorry, like that page. I Hear You. Go and like the page. I Hear You. And there will be a lot of information in reference to resources that are available to you for domestic violence. No one should have to be abused, and no one has to stay in an abusive situation. So if we know of anyone, let's please help those individuals. Let's please do that. Amen. Can we do that? Can we do that? Yes. I'm counting on you guys. I am counting on you guys. I want to talk to you a little bit about influence this morning. I want to talk to you just a tad bit about influence. Influence is a very powerful tool, very, very powerful tool. It is the ability to encourage others, to persuade others to either do what you want them to do or to follow you, act the way you want them to act, perform the way you want them to perform, to follow you. I can name some great men and women who have had great influence and yet still have great influence. It is the ability to encourage another person, to persuade another person to follow along, to be a part of, to go in the direction that you desire them to go. Influence is very, very powerful, and many of us don't know how much influence we have. Have you ever been in a scenario where people say, well, what are we going to do? I don't know. What are you going to do? Well, whatever you decide is what we'll do. That's influence. They're allowing you to make that decision. They're allowing you to be the deciding factor for the group on what they'll do, what you'll enter into. We have leaders that are great influencers. They influence people to do the right thing. We have people in the CDC, for example, who continuously share with us guidelines on how to stay safe and how to avoid becoming ill, how to avoid infecting other individuals. Great influencers. Then we have influencers that are just very poor influencers. People don't understand. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is all influence. Those people that you see that have great, huge crowds, they're great influencers. It's not because they're great people, but they have the ability to influence others to do what they desire them to do or to follow them in sync or in suit. I want you to hear what I'm saying this morning because I'm going somewhere. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 15:33, because I know you all need a handle. Those believers out there, you need a handle. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, don't be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals. Don't be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals. Or in another translation, it says, bad associations will spoil useful habits. There are many translations. If you're with the wrong people, you're going to go the wrong way. Your influence should never be to the detriment of someone else. And if you have the ability to lead, you ought to lead with competency, with some compassion, and with morals. Everyone thinks that they can be a leader just because they see you do it. They see you do it and they say, oh, I can do that. What is she doing? What is he doing? They're not doing anything that I can't do. I beg to differ. You see, it's more than sitting in the seat with the title on the door. It's more than standing up in the pulpit with a congregation in front of you. It's more than having people to rally around you when you have a town hall meeting. Influence is the essential component to leadership. You must have the ability to encourage others to follow you, to follow it, to reside, to decide that they're going to comply with whatever it is that you're asking. We are in a dire strait today because we have people in position. We have leaders in position that don't have the ability to lead. Because in order to lead people correctly, you must be morally sound. You must be full and rooted in integrity. You must have compassion. And you must have loyalty. Don't ever forget that when you are striving for and you're trying to achieve a leadership position, ask yourself, who can you influence? Have you influenced yourself to do the right thing? Have you influenced yourself to be right? Have you influenced yourself to comply with the compassionate rules of life? We now have, in this pandemic that we're in, 211,000 people dead. 211,000 people have died. 211,000 people have died from COVID-19, from the coronavirus. 211,000 individuals have died. I've come to you, Dr. Fauci has come to you, CDC has come to you, and we've said that the things that you need to do in order to stay safe are simple. Not simple, but simple. We've encouraged you to wear your mask. We've encouraged you to distance yourself. We've encouraged you to wash your hands frequently and thoroughly. Have we not? We've encouraged you to avoid tight crowds and spaces and places. We've encouraged you not to meet and greet, even with family members, because people can be what? They can be carriers and not be symptomatic. We have given you every warning that we can possibly give you. And then you have the person who leads the free world, who does not encourage good habits. Be careful about who you listen to and how you influence. Never follow anyone blindly. Use your sense that God has given you. God has given you common sense. And unfortunately, it's not so common for people to have common sense. How many more people have to die before we get it? How many people have to suffer before we get it? What do you mean we get it? You get it now? Well, you know what? When my brother was suffering in the hospital for almost 2 months on a ventilator, he got it. We got it. People who've lost their mothers and lost their sisters and their brothers and their fathers and their cousins and their aunts, we got it. And I want you to understand that don't call people leaders that are not able to lead, and don't be persuaded by poor, sorrowful, incompassionate leadership. You must stand up and weigh the matter. I don't care whether it's in your workplace. I don't care whether it's in your church. I don't care whether it's in your home. I don't care whether it's political. I don't care what it is. Weigh out what you see. Weigh out behaviors. A man cannot lead, a woman cannot lead if he or she cannot lead his or herself. I just wanted to remind you that sometimes we do things just because. I see many people who have relaxed their habits. Yeah, I've seen people relax their habits. They're gathering now. Family members are saying, well, I've been around this family member all this time, and we continuously or frequently around each other, so we know. You don't know. Just because you're around a family member today, if that family member leaves that house for any reason, you don't know what they're coming back with. I'm cautioning you. Why am I cautioning you? Because we have entered into the flu season. You do not want to be suffering with the flu or with the corona and don't know which one you have, or you have both. You are just not wanting to do that. So I want you to be wise, and I want you to understand that your associations that you have are going to be good. They're going to be influential. Those associations that you have are going to be those that take you to a place of stability and not instability. I want you to promise me that you're not going to forget the travesty that this pandemic has caused, the travesty that this ugly little crown-looking virus has caused, and it is not over yet. We haven't even seen what it can do. Listen, the effects after having corona, people are talking about how horrible they are. Even my brother, let me tell you personally, my brother is going through things that he's never gone through with your kidneys and with the ability to walk, with your vision. Listen, it's no joke. This is no joke. This is no political hype or stump. This is no neighborhood watch. Listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. Don't encourage your people to do things that are foolish just because you have the influence. Use your influence wisely. Those of us who are leaders must stand up and be wise. And we need to stand on a platform of wisdom. And we need to use what God has given us in a way that will bring people together and keep people whole and keep people safe and not cause harm to people. Are you with me? Are you with me? Yes, I do. Yes, I do recommend the flu shot. I have taken the flu shot all my life and it has done nothing. Hey, my brother, it has done nothing but help me. The flu shot has not made me ill. People say that the flu shot makes them ill. Well, the flu shot can't make you ill. It just can't. It can't make you ill. Why? Because it's not a live virus. They take portions of the dead virus just enough that when you're injected with other solutions, that it will increase the activity of your body's antibodies to start fighting against it, and it builds up an immunity to it. So yes, some people don't take it. I don't fight with them, but I have taken it as a healthcare provider. If I hadn't taken it, I probably would be dead by now with all the things we are exposed to. Every year I take the flu shot. As a matter of fact, I've already taken the flu shot. I made sure that I got mine in before they run out. Yes, I do encourage it. That was a question. Thank you for that question. I do encourage the flu shot. You asked me, and that's what I feel and think. And based on what I've witnessed, hundreds of thousands of us have taken it over and over again, and it doesn't impact us at all. But what it does, even if you, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to get the flu, but what it means is that if you do, you'll have such a mild aversion that it won't impact you to cause you to become immobile. There are some people, I want to tell you, there are more people that die of the flu every year. People, I want you to understand that there are more people who die of the flu than any other colds or diseases in this season. The flu kills. The flu is lethal and it's deadly. It will kill you. So you just need to know that. Influence. How much influence do you have? How much influence do you have in your home over your children? How much influence do you have over your job? Do the right thing and have the right attitude. You know what? Right attitudes are just as contagious as sound leadership. Sound leadership is contagious. Influential leadership is contagious. Transitional leadership is contagious. I want you to be the example today. I want you to be that example today. I just wanted to come with some public service announcements and let you know that, look, things are not over yet. It is not over yet. We have a ways to go. But I know that we're wise enough not to get caught up in all that we see. And if the last thing I can say to you, and it will be, is that you need to vote. You need to vote your influence. You need to vote on who you would desire to influence you for the next 4 years, not just the presidency, for your judges, for your Senate seats. We need to vote. We need to become a knowledgeable people and stop just blindly allowing people to direct us and lead us and guide us. And if we don't like a thing, use your influence to change it. Use your influence to change it. I can't tell you who to vote for. That's not even what I'm here for. But I'm telling you, if you don't like what you see, do something about it. If you don't like what you're getting, you need to change what you're doing. If you don't change what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you get. If you don't change what you're doing, you're going to continue to get what you get. Right? That's right. A true and compassionate leader does not lead his or her followers to destruction. No. That's right, Betty. Knowledge is powerful. Stop giving away your power, and that's your ability to think and make decisions on your own and not be afraid to call out what you see. I think some things that are said at the leadership level are deplorable. You have to get sick before you understand what it's like for 211,000 people to die. Ask those family members. They would have told you what it's like. Silliness. We don't have time for foolishness. We need to have structure. We have people that are out of work. We have people that don't know what to do. They're coming into a season where you got to have now heating bills paid. You got to pay rent or mortgage. You have to do all of these things, and they have no money. They have no income because they have no jobs. Be careful. Use your wisdom. Again, the Bible tells us, 1 Corinthians 15:33, if you have poor association, the good habits that you have will suddenly be gone. The good habits that you have will suddenly be gone. Got that? 1 Corinthians 15:33. Hold on to that. And wherever you go, as we shut down now, wherever you go, whatever you do today, I want you to make sure that you're being the best possible influence that you can be. Can we do that? Can we do that? Can we be the very best possible influencers we can be? Can we do it? Sure we can. It should be, and it's not just at the political level I'm talking, guys. I'm talking about even in our homes. Even in our homes. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a joke. Some more folks gonna die. Who will it be? Who will it be? Other people who have experienced this thing, they know they didn't see this coming. You don't see it coming. There are other folks that are going to die. Don't let it be you. I'm going to be blunt with you. Don't let it be you. It doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be your family members. Slow your roll. Slow it down. I see you going back to your norm. Family is great, but family can be lethal. One person can infect an entire community. One person. Be careful. Don't let your guards down. God bless you. This is Dr. Vern. I just wanted to come and share with you this morning. For those of you who, again, who have donated to the American Cancer Society for my cause, I just want to say thank you. We're halfway there to my goal, to our goal. Go to American Cancer Society, Vern's Pink for Purpose, and join my virtual team. I'm walking for you. 35 miles. I'm going to do this thing. Give me 3 good health-wise days, and I'm going to get this thing done. I'm going to get this thing done, walking for the cause, because there are people who need what is being offered. But not only that, this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. If you know anyone that is in need of resources, direct them this way. God bless you. Love you guys. And remember, influence is getting someone or persuading someone to do what you want, to act like you want, to talk like you want. Leadership is not the title on the door. Don't you ever forget that. Or the plaque on the desk. That is not leadership. Being promoted into a role is not leadership. Influence is leadership. I talk to a young lady daily, and I let her know that the reason why they have the issues that they have in their workplace because they have no leaders. Oh, you do have people in the positions, but you don't have leadership. You see, you must have influential, transformational leadership in order for things to go the way they ought to go, to encourage people to be part of your team, understanding not one of us is smarter than all of us, and not one person can do what all of us can do together, and how much more we can accomplish if we have more. One is fine, but greater than one is even better. You don't have influence with the leadership. You just have placeholders. God bless you. Don't be a placeholder, and don't allow poor associations to spoil the good in you. This is Dr. Vern, and I will see you on Thursday. God bless you.